Hello, everyone. Welcome to another vlog of In the Life of Jared. I want to first start off by saying thank you for clicking on this video. It means a lot to me. I've noticed like over the last 2 weeks, my videos are getting views now. I don't know what has triggered that, but I'm happy. And I hope that whatever whatever things I've said in those videos and the things that I will continue to say in my videos continue to resonate with everyone that click on these videos, right? So thank you. All right, so let's get into it. So we're talking week 7 of 2026. Now, in last week, I gotta stop looking because sometimes I get distracted looking at myself in this camera. Anyways, all right, so I continued with my gym journey. I went to the gym all 4 days, right? Yes, I did. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The workouts have been quite intense. Like every time I think like there ain't nothing new, that a new exercise to try out, this trainer always come with something new. So that has been something, right? I want to talk a little on this. You know, I've been quite hesitant to speak openly and honestly about my gym journey, and let me tell you why. I have not been consistent with this journey in the past. Like every time I would start hot and sweaty, and then at any minor convenience, I would create an excuse and I would stop. And whenever I start working out, I would see changes, and it's like always around that time when I'm getting really into the groove of things that I stop and then I regress. What I honestly think is that I think there is a fight inside of me. And I'll put it over like this. I feel like there's the fat version of me that has always been fighting the newer version of me that is trying to burst forth. I feel like a lot of my identity has always been connected to being fat, that like there's a part of me, I don't know if to say consciously or unconsciously, that is like resisting. It's like, okay, you can change a bit, you can lose some pounds, but the minute it's going to really get there, no. And sometimes I wonder if that's because I don't know who I'll be on the other side of this. I really don't know, but there is a fight. And you know, when the trainer asked me, said, I see you do TikTok. Do you want us to document your journey? Without even thinking, I said yes. Because I didn't think anything of it. Not understanding the magnitude of followers that trainer has. He's like literally, I would say one of the most popular trainers in Guyana, right? So a lot of persons have messaged me. I try not to, like, whenever he tags me in the post on TikTok, I would just repost, but I don't go in the comment section or anything. Unless like somebody tags me, I'll just go like their comments. Sometimes I might scroll through, but I try not to. Facebook, stay away. I stay away. And I have, because people can be very mean and cruel. Now I'll tell you, all of the comment section I've checked thus far have been positive, right? I haven't seen a negative comment, but I don't want to have to see one. You understand what I'm saying? So I try to protect myself from that. 1 or 2 times, because I have the trainer WhatsApp, I would like today I reposted a video on my WhatsApp that he made with me. But I try not to dive into it because I don't want to. And this is not about letting anybody down. This is, I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to let myself down. So I'm pushing and I'm trying. Sometimes the eating, most days I'm okay, but sometimes I find like coming up to the end of the workout week, sometimes I can be real indisciplined. But I'm trying. I try my best not to like eat past as a 6, 7, 8, 9. I try my best not to eat past those late hours. I try to definitely monitor what I eat, because here where my mind is at. I feel like when I reach a certain weight, and even in reaching to that weight, don't overindulge and don't get, like I watched a TikTok where the girl said, you know, sometimes in this weight loss journey is giving ourselves grace, is make we keep regressing. I said, this is so true. Sometimes they say, oh, just today I can indulge in, but you have to be this way and say, okay, if just today, that's it. For example, this past weekend, I've eaten rice from Friday straight to Monday. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. Prior to that, Monday to Thursday, I didn't eat any rice. So I told myself, because I've eaten rice all those days, I'm not eating rice for the next 4 days. I'm gonna probably have back rice on Sunday. Yeah, because whatever I cook on Saturday, I don't think I'm gonna cook rice on Saturday. So when I do cook rice for my siblings in the house, I don't eat it. I'll just eat the stew. So like I'm telling myself that I usually just drink water, and I started making healthy smoothies with fruits, um, almond milk or oats milk, because I'm lactose intolerant. I put a little peanut butter there. I put some oats and some chia seeds, and I would drink that. Actually, it's in the fridge because I prefer to drink it in the night so that I feel more full. Because here, what happens to me: my first meal every day is usually after 12. Sometimes, like Saturday, my first meal will be after 2 when I come home from teaching classes, and I'm good. But you see, in the night is where like that indiscipline really rises up in me, and I get the hardest fight. So I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to be committed to this process. Even looking at me, like today I went to work and a colleague said, Jared, it's working. I am seeing changes, and I'm not blind. I am seeing the changes in myself. I'm looking at my face. I'm feeling it as I begin to put on my clothes. And yes, I wouldn't say to you all yet the amount of pounds I have lost. I have been losing pounds, and every week I'm tracking it. So, but at the end of the journey with the trainer, I'm gonna walk out through all of that. But I'm trying. I just don't want to let myself down. I really, really, really don't want to let myself down. I want to be so committed. Like, I want to go past where I was in 2023 in my adult years. I lost the most amount of weight. And with that process, I never used to check or something. But when I look back at pictures, even if I even to share pictures now of myself in 2023, I'll be like, wow, it was so evident. But then I let myself go. And I don't want to do that this time. So, um, pray for me. Yeah, keep me in prayers. Keep me in prayers as I navigate that terrain. What else can I tell you all about week 7? With my work and so on, I really reached to this part of like I completed all the things that were due. I met my deadlines and so on. So now I'm in the point where I'm just going through what is expected of me. I don't have the overload or the overlap. Because I didn't like over the last 2 weeks, I was very exhausted at the amount of work I had to get done. So I've pushed that off, and I'm back on the straight and narrow with all things. And I want to keep that up to the point where this weekend I was able to do something that I wasn't able to do in a long time. Was just able to sit and sleep a lot and watch series all like over the weekend. Because in Guyana we had a 3-day weekend because of MASH. I binge out this show, and this show, every episode is almost an hour long, 10 episodes. I binged that out. I binged out the morning show. I binged out the Burbs with Kiki Palmer, and I feel really good because I'm like, yes, I'm getting back into a rhythm and a flow that I like and one that works for me. So overall, last week was a good week. I really can't complain. I got things accomplished. I'm on track. I'm just like I'm saying to you all, being careful with the eating and not failing myself and not letting myself go. All right. So I feel like there's one other thing I want to tell y'all about. I just remembered and it slipped me. Hold on. So I want to talk about another thing in my life. I believe I am in the microwave generation where we want everything to happen quickly for us. Like, if we do it, we want quick success, we want quick results, and we live and feed off of that. In my life, we talking career now. Career wise, I am really good with where I'm at and where the opportunities. But like there's something in me that's like, what's next? And while I don't think that's wrong, I am questioning where is that coming from. Once again, work-wise, where I'm at, I have a job that's highly coveted by many. I get to do a myriad of things part-time, and that affords me the current lifestyle that I have. And I'm very happy. Like, last week I had to buy some things, and I was able to buy those things with ease. And I just remember telling myself, like, this is why I work hard, because this is why I work hard. I remember having that thought last week, and Lord, I'm grateful. Um, but like right now in teaching in Ghana, promotion is going up. It's happening. It's closing in a few days. Now, I didn't apply for promotion because one, I had to sit with myself. I have no interest of returning to the secondary school system. If I'm to stay in teaching, I would want to remain in higher education and ascend the ranks there. At my job right now, I'm not eligible because I don't have my master's as yet, and they want you to have like a certain amount of years. But there are always several criteria to work through. The main one I would say is the master's. And honestly, with the way my schedule is set up at work, I right now I'm not ready for no senior position because with what a senior position requires, I know I could do it, but like I'm not ready, and we have to be honest with ourselves. Let the others do what they have to do. If I'm to remain there, though, I think I can already foresee a certain trajectory. You understand what I'm saying? I'm finishing my master's in a couple of weeks. I'm happy to tell y'all I'm recording this message today, is Tuesday the 24th, this video. But as of last week, it would have made 12 weeks remaining in this master's. Like, I'm so happy, 12 weeks, and at the end of the 12 weeks, I will be finished with this master's degree that I started in October of 2024. So I'm excited about that. Anyways, I'm sitting and I'm asking myself, okay, I'm like, what's next? What do I want? And I'm beginning to think that I, like most of my generation, I'm not very patient when things aren't happening as fast as I want it to happen. And I'll be more specific. I'm thinking about my creative career. Um, I am a creative person in different ways, in writing, in many ways. And, I pray, I try to put in a lot of work, and I'm asking myself, why aren't things happening for me the way I want it to? And I remember at night I turned to ChatGPT and I was just like venting. And, I know there's a lot of conversation around AI. My quick response to that will be, I think AI is not all bad. I think we need to define an ethical and unethical way. For example, I think a student or anybody who submits something that is 100% AI generated and slaps their name on it, I think that's unethical. But I do think we can use AI for like ideas, and I think it can help. I think we need to find ethical ways. But like anything in life, let's think about the internet. Some people use the internet unethically to bully and all these things. So I think that needs to happen AI. But I think sometimes the conversation is one-sided and it lacks nuance, where people try to behave like AI is the devil, AI is this. Yes, there's some harmful things that we're seeing happening, but who's is it AI or is it how we as humans choose to use it? Food for thought. Anyways, so I was on ChatGPT and I was, just venting, and I got some really good encouragement. I was saying, as you all know, I've talked about it. I finished the manuscript of what I believe is my second book. I have been reaching out to agents for a few months now. I have not landed on anything positive as yet, and that in itself has worn me out. In that, I'm now thinking, should I just go back down the self-publishing route? But I don't want to. I don't want to. I have been encouraged. I've been reading a lot of stories from other authors who've talked about, the journey wasn't easy for them either. It took a while, but they managed to do it, yada, yada. And I do draw strength and inspiration from those stories. But at the same time, it's like, as a Black creative, it's not easy. So I don't want to give up. I think where I'm at is like, okay, maybe I should keep that manuscript, but try writing some other things. So I had this idea. I had worked on a collection of poetry that got deleted, and like the thing really triggered me that I've never been able to catch my footing. But I think I want to start a fresh collection. I want to write at least 50. I think I want to start that. And I think I also want to put together a collection of short stories. So I'm going to start fleshing out ideas to see where things will go. But I really think I want to do that, right? As it relates to performing, acting, as you all know, in case you don't know, in 2021, I got to audition. When you finish watching this video, go type in Full Circle HBO, and you'll see it's a whole limited series. Like, I auditioned for that show. I auditioned for the role of Shavir. And I always tell people, and I'll keep saying this, what is so unique about that is that in that season of my life, when that show was presented to me, just what I was praying, that show came into being. Like I was like, I want something that's filming in New York. I know I could play a lead, like everything. And so when that show came, I was like, yeah, this is my opportunity. And when it didn't happen for me, like, you know, I one time I got the call back, then days before the call back, it got canceled, and that was the end of it. That thing has stayed with me. I don't feel the same way in terms of like the resentment and so on, but like sometimes I do ask myself, did I miss my one chance? And I don't want to think that I missed my one chance. Um, I I I don't know. I'm just, you know, though she has a song called God, and one of the things she was saying is that God is vast. And with God, there are endless opportunities. But you see, we have to be able to conceive it in our mind. And that's something I'm trying to do, to say, you know what, Jared? Don't look at it as a full stop on the end of the road, but understand that there is more. So I'm saying all this to say what? Academically, in my career as an educator, I am blessed. Like I'm at a mountaintop. And I'm grateful, and I recognize that. You know, even today, when I came out to the car and I was walking to the staff room, I was saying, Lord, I thank you. I understand the privilege of where I'm at, and I'm grateful. I don't ever want to be ungrateful for that. But I can't ignore that there's more. There's more that I'm capable of. I don't know how it will fall into place. But like T.S. Madison says, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know. And I'm trying to walk in that mantra every day. I try to pray about it. And my prayer to God is, help me to understand what you're doing in my life. Help me to see how you will connect. I don't want to give up. You know, I was telling ChatGPT, you know, like, I feel like if certain things don't work out for me within a particular time, I'm just going to practically like give up, just stop with social media, everything. But like, you know, Chat was saying is, you know, okay, if you want to do that, but will doing that may bring you peace? And the truth is, no, it's not going to bring me no peace. So I'm just here. I'm trying to sharpen up my skills, and I'm trying to be faithful to purpose so that when it happens, I'm ready this time, and it will not be a missed opportunity. I saw Ryan Coogler, this X-Files thing is going ahead. Daniel Deadweiler is one of the co-leads. I'm really excited for that. You know, every time I see a new project being announced, I always pray and say, Lord, I don't know when is my time, but I'm praying and I'm manifesting in you that my time will come. Like, God has allowed me a lot of things I prayed for, my car, to get this job. Those things have come to pass. But I'm praying that artistically that those opportunities become manifested and I'm able to lay a hold of it. Character building, I think I've had a lot of it, but I don't have the leverage to say I've reached the character building I need to reach to get to the next stage. God knows that. So I'm trying to, like I said last week, be still and know. So I'll wrap this video by saying this. The whole point of this last piece of ranting is to say I'm in a season where I feel like the next move, if it's a wrong move, it can derail. And I don't want that. Many times I'm tempted. I look at other jobs and all these things, but I'm like, that's not what I want. So trying to be still trying to be faithful, and let's see what lies ahead. And I like to end with an encouragement to you watching this. I say to you, be intentional, map out, and don't give up. I'll tell you what I'm telling myself. Don't be discouraged, or even if you are, don't sit in the discouragement too long. Pick yourself up and go after what you envision for your life. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Please remember to be good to yourself.